Good afternoon. Today we're on the conclusion of where, on December 18th, the death sentence of Mumia Abu-Jamal was overturned by a federal court judge in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He quoted remarks of John Africa and said, "Does it matter whether a white man is charged with killing a black man or a black man is charged with killing a white man? As for justice, when the prosecutor represents the Commonwealth, the judge represents the Commonwealth, and the court-appointed lawyer is paid and supported by the Commonwealth, who follows the wishes of the defendant. The man charged with the crime? The court-appointed lawyer ignores or goes against the wishes of the man he's charged with representing. Whose wishes does he follow? Who does he truly represent or work for? I am innocent of these charges that I have been charged of and convicted of, and despite the connivance of Sabo, McGill, and Jackson to deny me my so-called rights to represent myself, to the assistance of my choice, to personally select a jury who is totally of my peers, to cross-examine witnesses, and to make both opening and closing arguments, I am still innocent of these charges." Abu-Jamal was sentenced to death by the unanimous decision of the jury. On March 6th of 1989, the Supreme Court heard and rejected a direct appeal of his conviction, subsequently denied rehearing. The Supreme Court of the United States denied his petition for writ of certiorari on October 1st, 1990, and denied his petition for rehearing twice until June 10th, 1991. On June 1st, 1995, Abu-Jamal's death warrant was signed by Pennsylvania Governor Tom Ridge. Its execution was suspended while Abu-Jamal pursued state post-conviction review. At the post-conviction review hearings, new witnesses were called. William Dale Singletary testified that he saw the shooting and that the gunman was the passenger in Cooks's car. Singletary's account contained discrepancies which rendered it not credible in the opinion of the court. The 6 judges of the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania ruled unanimously that all issues raised by Abu-Jamal, including the claim of ineffective assistance of counsel, were without merit. The Supreme Court of the United States denied a petition for certiorari against the decision on October 4th, 1999, enabling Ridge to sign a second death warrant on October 13th, 1999. Its execution was stayed as Abu-Jamal began to seek federal habeas corpus review. A private investigator claimed that in 2001, Chobert recanted his testimony. Commentators noted that police and news photographers of the crime scene did not show Chobert's taxi, and that Cynthia White, the only witness at the original trial to testify to seeing the taxi, had previously provided crime scene descriptions that omitted it, and she was declared dead by the state of New Jersey in 1992. But Pamela Jenkins claimed that she saw White alive as late as 1997. The Free Mumia Coalition has claimed that White was a police informant and that she falsified her testimony against Abu-Jamal. So much going on throughout the years. On December 6, 2005, the Third Circuit Court of Appeals admitted 4 issues for appeal of ruling of the district court. Those 4 issues were if the jury verdict form had been flawed and if the judge's instructions to the jury had been confusing, whether racial bias in jury selection existed, whether the prosecutor told the jurors a guilty verdict would be vetted and subject to appeal, and if the judge was biased. Throughout this experience, Abu-Jamal published essays, wrote books, and also had an HBO documentary, Mumia Abu-Jamal, A Case for Reasonable Doubt, where he was then placed in solitary confinement for conducting. He also suffered from health issues, where he was seeking medical care to treat the hepatitis C virus he contracted from a blood transfusion in 1981. He was suffering from diabetes, where the doctors never informed him about his rising blood sugar, and they never gave him medications for a severe skin rash, and that made it only worse. They punished him by denying phone calls when he failed to turn up for morning check-in because he was too sick to stand. But on December 18th, 10 years ago, the federal judge in Philadelphia threw out Mumia Abu-Jamal's death sentence and ordered a new sentencing hearing for the former Black Panther. So, I wanted to make you aware of what happened on this day with Black history. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. Thank you to thegrio.com, workers.org, Google, AI Overview, and Wikipedia for this very vital information. And if you didn't know, now you know. You take care.